届いたら封を切らずにそっとしまっておいて時が経てば
People are afraid to fail, and this affects their self-esteem. Many times we have an opportunity to meet someone, to try something, to fulfill a goal, and we miss the opportunity. Many times, we do not seize the opportunity, for fear of failure, or because we surrender, or we are too lazy to try. There is something called comfort zone is the area where you are comfortable, where you feel comfortable. And we have to try, is that the area is larger, because if it is small, then, not the interests uncomfortable things, not to talk to new people, you cannot express yourself freely and not have high self-esteem, you will not be happy. If you start to think things that decide not try, because they are outside your comfort zone, you will see that the impediment is not really a big deal. Is your imagination exaggerates what will happen if you fail, or you give much importance to what others think of you. Then you simply choose to never try in your life. That is, you run away, you coward. And you can sneak losing many nice things, many opportunities of life. All fail in this life, and many times, fear of failure is as hearing the water. The most successful are those that fail, but unlike us they are brave, do not stop trying new things, and do not surrender. And there comes a point where your successes are more important than the entire set of failures, why they are successful. Which does not fail in your life because it is not intended, and not seeking not found, no risks, no improvement. Why how you think improved, always doing the same. Without trying things that give you greater progress. The greater sacrifice is a major benefit, is a bet that the more you bet the more you win, but not actually lose anything trying. We are afraid of the unknown, and if you attack us collapses, however small, and that makes our comfort zone is shrinking, we take a risk every time less, and we surrender easier. The failure is frowned upon. Failure is a good thing, when we meditate, and learn from mistakes, and are those corrections that will take you to success, success known only to those who take risks, and do not surrender. How are you going to learn to swim, if not enter the water, but never make you try? I.e. those who are not successful is because they have not tried hard enough, were not risky enough, they have not failed enough. So failure is something wonderful, there is no failure, it is maintaining morale, get up stronger after every fall, to use the failure to forge success. If the failure is an essential part of success, then you must expose yourself to failure, albeit slowly, proposing ambitious goals, and tomando telos seriously, giving your best. If you do not get your ambitious goal, do not worry. Failure is just a victory, a step that takes you ever closer to your ambitious goal. It's like a conquest of territory, gradually is conquered, to the end objective, but always trying, without surrender, always waking up with more force, always advancing, learn from defeat, and humble in victory. Self-esteem is not more than the perception of oneself. And the idea is to have high self-esteem, and that regardless of the difficulty, never down, and if low, you wake up with more energy, you ready to overcome it harder. Lack of self-esteem is only the imaginary boundary. You will put your life maybe that no one believes in you, but not why you see, like you have no value. If you accept the bad opinions of others, then the blame will be you, for accepting an opinion as absolute truth. And if you do value not expect others to do it for you, only you are responsible for your life. You must not put the views other models, like more important than yours, that's why you see the low self-esteem, why live for others, why you not understand that it is your life, and you belongs only to you, that is your decision, no one can tell who is right or who is wrong, they can advise you, but not force, is you really decide how to live. You must live for you and your welfare, you are the most important in your life. Good and evil do not exist, they are just awkward words created by humans, so there is the convenient and inconvenient. So what should you yourself? It's worth what you decide, not what others decide for you. Every human being is unique and different, what is good about, not what's good for you, you are you, we are all different. Do not compare yourself with others, because every human is unique, each human has his way of thinking, speaking, dancing, has different tastes and interests, and a different happiness. Compare yourself with yourself. If you compare yourself with others, You yourself will damage your self-esteem when others are better than you, according to your imagination. And if you compare yourself with someone inferior, you will become conformist, because challenges you less, or with less intensity. Just look at the other to inspire good things. The person who speaks to you is yourself, and you yourself. The most self-esteem is low, so try to see things differently, rather than despise. Put a challenge to overcome, and because it's a challenge that you will try without surrender, then, will be a good thing, because you fail or will you achieve something good. This will help you gain more confidence in yourself. Stay away from people who make criticisms, which are not constructive. These criticisms do not contribute anything positive. If you can't not, then you treat them with less frequency. And do not talk to them those subjects you know you are going to criticize. He ignores your comments. You are responsible for your change, and not to prioritize opinions. They should not tell you how to take your life, nor can they tell you, you can't not get used to the bad reviews, because there is always someone to criticize offensively. It's your life, you are different from them. Just take constructive criticism. You bring something positive to achieve your ambitious goals, which gives you encouragement, that help you to not give up, and they push you to keep trying. But remember, you do not depend on anyone, you do not need other people to encourage. But stay away from those who criticize you, and do not contribute anything positive. Only if a goal is not worth it, that is, the reward is insignificant, only when this happens, give it up if you want to. Because it's like being in a poorly paid job. But if for you is worth the reward, then, always, 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 always you finish what you started. Do not give up until you achieve your most ambitious goal. Celebrate your taste each victory, because not depend on anyone, you are you, and you are responsible for what happens to you, and celebrating your accomplishments. And when someone criticizes offensively, remember these celebrations. You have to assess your achievements. Conclusion: the problem is not the other, the problem is you. It is difficult to change others, but it is easier to change yourself. Getting closer to your goal, getting happier in your life. Thoughts have power. Scientifically, the medical experiment have showed, and sick patients were deceived into believing that they had had surgery to cure his disease, but really never had this surgery. After a few months, they will be reviewed, mentally felt no pain, and were physically healed. The higher limit is yourself, and not love yourself is the greatest sin that a human can commit against himself. What others think are just advice, but the final decision you take, according to what you want, because you're grown up, you're already responsible for your own life. You do not need anybody, but certainly with good friends, you achieve your goals with less effort, but certainly achieved it all. Your goals on your own, if necessary, at all costs, regardless of who or what. Never give up, never stop trying. That failure is success, because while meditating on your failures you will learn, because failure is an earlier victory to your ambitious goal. It's your life, and only you have the right to rule over your life. Only you should decide on your life. My intention: if you have to walk alone through life, so be it. It can be in some very hard times, but you're always with you, and you are the most important thing you have in this life. Amadi Galorn, and destroys everything and all who stand in your way. Aim challenges. There is no goal in your life that you cannot achieve, no matter how difficult. If you must choose between live together and unhappy without self-esteem, compared with living alone and with self-esteem and really happy, obviously choose to have self-esteem. I know that for those with low self-esteem, is not so clear, but trust me, will happiness. You live your life for you, you love yourself, and when you meet true love, then you can love others. Being alone helps you know yourself, because how are you going to value what you do not know? Stop looking for answers in others, because the real solution will always be within you. If you must live alone, so be it. It is something good, because know and love is a wonderful thing. Wise words from a man who does not remember the name. Someday you felt alone or unwilling to live. Or do you feel that not worth it? What, there is no hope? So you're not depressed, you're just distracted. You have brains, soul, heart and spirit, then, as you can feel poor and unhappy, distracted from the nature around you, trees, dolphins, cats, dogs, birds, seas, mountains, etc. Do not be attached to a human. Knowing the world there are 5,007 billion humans, is also not bad to live alone. I am very happy, deciding at each moment I want to do in my life, and thanks to the solitude I know myself, which is essential to live. How are you distracted? You think you lack something when you have everything. Life does not take away things, only frees you of things. Life makes you lighter, so you fly higher. To reach the fullness of life is a constant learning, so what you call problems are just lessons. Knowledge is not wisdom. What is the difference? Knowledge comes from what others say is best for you. Do not let you find your own answers, they just want you to believe in their responses. I want you to stop gathering information from outside, you look for them, your answers within. People afraid inside, but it's the only place where you will find what you really need. We cannot look down to anyone, we cannot deal soul to anyone, we cannot deal heart to anyone, because no one is superior to anyone. Always looking to the horizon. Why should I be afraid of you? Who are you compared to me? Does your heart, or your human dignity is superior to mine? You are for you the holiest person on earth, the most valuable, regardless of your physical, mental, or emotional condition. You have to love above your wife, your family, your friends, your children. Because the more you like yourself better you know pure love, and you give that wonderful love for other human, but going to love nature, but you'll want the universe. We are all different, but no more than you, and no less than you. If no one is superior to you, then you have no one to fear. If no one inferior to you, then it is helpful to everyone. If you liked the information I like to give and share with anyone in need, the I like are the way content is classified, and the better qualified this, the easier it will appear on the first pages of search and more people I could help. What I like about the internet is that while there, the information is there, not burn, will not miss, it's free, does not discriminate, it is easily accessible. Wisdom is revealing but useless if not reach those in it. I invite you to visit my blog. There find more information about this and other topics in a more organized way. The link will be in the description. If you have comments to help me improve, make them, and live yet allowed to live in peace. XD. Thank you for your attention and have a nice day.